Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. The Springfield Greene County Park Board reminding you to go play. And Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Howdy, howdy. It is Tuesday. Glad you're with us this morning. We will begin with some news.
Yeah, a student in Branson Junior High had a loaded gun in their locker yesterday. Administrators say they found it after they were tipped off. The student was removed from the classroom and taken into police custody. No one was hurt. A state representative from Springfield is running for majority floor leader next year. Republican State Representative Alex Riley has been in office since 2020. He was reelected in 2022. His fellow representatives in the state house will vote on the majority floor leader in November. So we'll see. That position is second in line, of course, to the Speaker of the House.
The U.S. unemployment rate was 3.7% in the month of November. That is slightly better than 3.9% the month prior. The economy added almost 200,000 jobs in November. The largest gains came in government and healthcare. And then there's this from over the weekend. Anger from the Chiefs' stunning loss on Sunday continues to simmer. They lost 20-17 to the Buffalo Bills after a Chiefs touchdown, as you know, was called back for offsides. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes was fuming after the game at the call and the official who made it. His rant was filled with expletives. If you heard the unbleeped version, it is something else. Yesterday, he said he probably regretted the tantrum, but he said he really regretted how he complained about it as he was congratulating the Bills quarterback, Josh Allen, but said he was still hot about the call. And that he was. I did not
hear the unbleeped version, but I can imagine.
I saw plenty of memes about it. Not about that, but more about the play and the offsides. And, you know, you read that they're supposed to be warned by the official if they're offsides, but it doesn't look like he checked with the official, and he was pretty far off.
Yeah.
It looked like. All right, more football. The great year for the University of Missouri football team continues. The Tigers have 4 players named to the 2023 All-American teams. Running back Cody Schrader made the first team. Cornerback Chris Abrams-Drain and wide receiver Luther Burden made the second team. And offensive tackle Javon Foster was named to the third team. The number 9 Tigers will take on the number 7 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes in the Cotton Bowl coming up on Friday, December 29th in Texas.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Missouri's first Buc-ee's is now open. It opened its doors for the first time early yesterday morning to a very large crowd, many of whom had been standing out there the night before. The new Springfield location along 44 is 53,000 square feet of mega convenience store goodness. Buc-ee's has a loyal fan base already, even before this store. People say they love their brisket sandwiches, their beaver bites, their fudge. They've been waiting for more than a year for the Springfield location to open. This is store number 47 across the nation.
I'm excited about going. We've been talking about it, so I hope it lives up to everything I've heard.
Me too. Ethan and I are actually going on a date there because we don't get a lot of dates anymore with our young children. And so I'm really looking forward to that hot date.
Well, I'm looking forward to that hot brisket sandwich.
That's rude. I feel like you should be more excited about the date. Brisket sandwich should be number 2.
Well,
anyway,
we'll see how good that brisket is.
All right. Heads up. Today you can get a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts for $1. That's exciting. It is December 12th. So that means you can get a dozen because apparently it's 12 on 12/12, the day of the dozens. And it's what they do. So you can get a dozen original glazed donuts for $1 with the purchase of any dozen or a 16 count of minis.
That's a pretty good deal.
Sounds like a good deal. I'm going to drive on by, to be honest with you, because if I bought a dozen, I would eat all dozen before I got to my workplace. That's what would happen. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to keep on moving.
All right. Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. All right. If you need some more Christmas spirit, you can head over to the historic Greene County Courthouse. Tomorrow through the 20th, you can see local musical performances there. This is cool. So yesterday, it was the Second Baptist Handbells. Tomorrow, it's the Parkview Chamber Chorus at 10:30, and then the Ozark Choir at 3 p.m. Performances last through Wednesday of next week. I think that would be so fun.
Yeah, that is fun. Good for them showing up there and playing some music, some Christmas music.
Yes, I love Christmas music, and I like choirs. Like, I'm apparently 90 years old. I don't know. Most people, I think, like them like more pentatonic style, but I still like a good old choir, good old fashioned Christmas choir, you know?
I like a nice choir from time to time.
Yeah, right. Me too. Tonight and Friday night, you can check out Story Time with Scuba Claus. See what they did there? Not Santa Claus. This is Scuba Claus. He's at Wonders of Wildlife Aquarium. You can take the kids, check it out. Again, either tonight or Friday night from 6 to 7:30. This is where Scuba Claus will read a Christmas story and then dive into the Great Barrier Reef Aquarium and spread some Christmas cheer in a magical underwater wonderland.
Wow.
Hot chocolate to boot. So head over there tonight, Wonders of Wildlife, or Friday night, either one, 6 to 7:30.
Yeah, I've seen video of that, and it is pretty cool. The kids would have a great time there, I'm sure.
Yes, I've been there for that. I don't know if I must have been at KY3 still, but I'm certain that I have seen Santa Claus swimming in the aquarium.
Yeah. Well,
actually,
you know what
Santa
I was
Claus's
thinking?
brother, Scuba Claus. I forgot, but
is that what it is? I was thinking that that maybe I saw it in person too. So if you've been in there in person, then maybe we were there together, and
maybe we were there together. Maybe we were on a date. Maybe we were on a hot date, and I don't even remember it.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
know. If there wasn't brisket involved, though, why would I?
Probably so.
So,
yeah, that would have had to have been when the kids are younger, because I don't know that they get into that now.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. We hope you have a great day.
Yeah, that'll do it. We will. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday. We are starting out with temperatures in the low 30s this morning. Overall, it's going to be a pretty nice day in the Ozarks. Temperatures near 50 degrees once again. I think we have more mostly sunny skies to enjoy across the Ozarks. And really, that's kind of the theme for this week. Pleasant weather pretty much every single day. It's nice. We got a lot of errands to run this time of the year. It's busy everywhere, doesn't it seem? Everywhere's crowded and full. The shopping centers definitely, but it seems like everybody's just out and about. And the good news that I have for you is that the weather is going to cooperate for those of you that will be out in the hustle and bustle. Pleasant weather. That's the headline for us in the next couple of days. I really don't have too much in the way weather-wise. We're going to see pretty tranquil conditions. We've got this upper level high pressure that's been dominating our weather patterns. So even though I have a cold front and some energy on the way, it's not going to result in much aside from some cloud cover as we head into the next several days. The headline for us is that we will be slightly above average today, tomorrow, really all week long. Numbers will be kind of riding in the low 50s for a stretch of days, and we will see low temperatures that fall just below the freezing point. No teens, no low 20s in this forecast. Overall, things are going to stay fairly pleasant. As we look at the surface map, what you're seeing for tomorrow is that temperatures are going to be back into the 40s. It's because a frontal boundary will push through. This will result pretty much in a wind shift for the Ozarks. We will see some more clouds build into the region by Wednesday and Thursday, but it's not really going to impact temperatures too much. And with very little moisture in the atmosphere, I'm not expecting rainfall either. The outlook for today shows you that temperatures will be above average by about 5 to 10 degrees. And I think we're going to stay just slightly above normal here for the next stretch of days. In fact, even the outlook, a preview of the outlook of December 16th through 22nd from the Climate Prediction Center also shows temperatures slightly above normal for this time of the year. Normal highs would be in the mid 40s. We're going to be running in the upper 40s and lower 50s. So just a hair above where we typically are this time of the year. I think there's also a dry pattern ahead. I have a slight chance for rain in the forecast Friday night into Saturday, but I really think moisture is going to be fairly limited across the Ozarks. And one of the things driving that is this big ridge of high pressure that I already mentioned. An upper level high pressure system over the center of the United States will result in a pattern with very limited moisture and therefore limited precip. As we head into the weekend, no significant weather system is going to impact us, or the temperatures will remain largely above average, not only for the work week, but through the weekend as well. And this is what's causing our dry conditions and our above average temperatures. We are kind of securely under that ridge here in the Ozarks. One thing of note this week, if you're looking for something exciting, if you look up tomorrow night, Wednesday night into Thursday, it is the peak of the Geminid meteor shower. 60 to 70 meteors per hour are possible. You just look up, find the constellation Gemini in the sky, and that could be visible here in the Ozarks. Now, one thing to note, I think we will have some partly cloudy skies building in. So if you're staying up late Wednesday night or getting up very early in the pre-dawn hours of Thursday, you might be dealing with some passing cloud cover, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's just totally locked in. But of course, you're going to see more of these if you can get away from the light pollution. So get out to somewhere that it's going to be a little bit more visible across the region. High temperatures today, how about the low 50s? 55 degrees for the high temperature forecast in Springfield today. I think tomorrow will be slightly cooler behind that cold front that I mentioned, but overall a mostly sunny day once again. High temperatures on Wednesday back into the lower 50s, 52 for the high temperature, and then we're right back in the mid and upper 50s for Thursday, same for Friday, with low temperatures riding just either side of that freezing point. So overall, it's a beautiful stretch of days, and these numbers are warm enough that you can even get outside for the peak heating of the afternoon. Around the country, what's happening? Well, active weather for a lot of folks. Lake effect snow downwind of the Great Lakes causing some snowfall headlines for the Northeast. Moisture returning to the southern plains by the middle of the week, but I think here in the Midwest, we stay pretty much rain-free. I mentioned that small chance for rain Friday night into Saturday. While I think that rain is possible, it's just not going to be too much of an impact on our weekend forecast. Light snowfall then in the forecast for the northern and central Rockies, pretty typical for those folks out west this time of the year, and it looks like they will have some snowfall on the ground as we head into portions of mid and late December, hopefully meaning a white Christmas for a lot of those folks. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question for today, having to do with Christmas. All right, here you go. What Japanese Christmas tradition would seem strange to Americans? Your response might be, well, it depends on who you ask, because maybe some people have some strange traditions, but this would be the majority of people. So the options that I gave you were A, you buy presents for yourself. B, you hide eggs around the house. C, you eat at KFC. Or D, you fill stockings with meat. Some of those might sound pretty good to you. I'm not opposed to A, you buy presents for yourself. I've been known to do that. But the answer is actually C, you eat at KFC. Yes, believe it or not, this is a widely known tradition in Japan. Yes, KFC, you might be thinking, well, is that something that I don't know? The acronym, you do. It is KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And their busiest day of the year is December 24th in Japan. Isn't that wild? Okay, here's the backstory. In Japan, we have Kentucky for Christmas. Back in the 1970s, Christmas was and still is a secular holiday in Japan. Less than 1% of the population identifies as Christian. And in the 1970s, many people didn't have an established family Christmas tradition. These are like expats or something that are living over in Japan. That's where KFC came in. The company launched its Kentucky for Christmas campaign in 1974. That was the first iteration of the party buckets. And now the party bucket is very, very popular. So this is what folks that want to celebrate Christmas do in Japan. They order a big bucket of KFC. There are lines out the doors, and this is still a tradition to this day. This substantial advertising investment back in the 1970s Well, it was worth it for Kentucky Fried Chicken because they are still making a ton of sales around the Christmas holiday. In fact, I read a stat that was something like 6.9 billion yen, which means like $63 million from December 20th to 25th is about how much they make. They make millions of dollars, $63 million made in Japan from December 20th to 25th. And that is just based on their Christmas or Kentucky for Christmas campaign. You eat at KFC, now you know. All right, here is your question for tomorrow. What president oversaw the first national Christmas tree lighting ceremony? Do you think it was A, Calvin Coolidge, B, Chester A. Arthur, C, Harry Truman, or D, Martin Van Buren? Let me know what you think. You can take your guess over at aroundtheozarks.com every single day. Thanks to Scooter's Coffee, we are giving away a $20 gift card. So take a stab at it. You might know the answer. I will have the next question for you early tomorrow morning. And don't forget, while you're on the website, make sure you enter our 12 Days of Christmas giveaways. It is free. And if you share on social media, it is a bonus entry. Win gift cards, win tickets to some awesome area events. It's all as a thank you from Around the Ozarks. Thanks for listening, and we are ending the year on a really good note here. Enjoy the day today. Mostly sunny skies, high temperatures in the mid 50s. It'll be a beautiful day to get outdoors. I'll be back with more tomorrow morning.